You want to have a relationship with someone? You want someone around you can trust? You want someone around you can tie your life to in this way that weaves a rope? Do you want someone you can grow old with? Do you want someone to be a mother for your children, assuming you want children? And if you don't want children, well, you probably will. And if you don't, you're either deluded or immature. So, and you might say, well, no, the planet has too many people on it. It's like, yeah, whatever. Good luck with that. And so every single one of your ancestors reproduced in an unending procession lasting 3.5 billion years. And they're all wrong and you're right. It's like, I don't think so.
What's your reason for no kids?
It doesn't fulfill a need for me right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'd be doing the kid a disservice right now too, because I just wouldn't be giving him the attention he needs, and it doesn't really fulfill me in any meaningful way at this point in my life right now.
Yeah, we're on the same page. And like the stuff that I'm doing is endlessly fascinating to me, and I don't think that like changing diapers or a 2-year-old would be as fascinating. A lot of people would be like, wait until you have your first kid, and I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
But I've also seen tons of guys who love their work and don't love their kids, so like I don't think I'm immune to that. And I also think that there's a very high likelihood that I don't know if I'd like the kid. I feel like I can be picky about the people I want to hang out with, and like even though I'm related to people in my life currently, I don't hang out with them because we don't have similar interests. And so, like if the kid really liked, painting or something, and there's nothing wrong with that, I just probably wouldn't find that fascinating.
Yeah, it seems like the potential likelihood of the kid ending up something that skews away from what you generally had in mind as like what your dialed in focus is. It's so high that it's almost like the roll of the dice. Is it always worth it? I don't know.
And I'll give the one follow-up that I have, which is like, when I think about it, because people are like, what about legacy? And you probably already know my views on it, which is just that I don't think legacy is real anyways. But like, if people are like, well, what about your future generations? I'm like, well, I'm somebody else's future generation. And so if you go far enough back, we're all related. And so it's like, well, then we already are all family and we're all distant cousins anyways. And so like, why don't I just help a super distant cousin of mine do stuff that they're walking towards me saying, dude, I love everything you do. Please help me do that. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I love talking to this stuff. And to people who like talking to this stuff, let's do that. And so it's like, rather than try and convince somebody to try and love what I love, just let the people who already like that stuff, who for whatever nature reasons have come forward, I'll just help those ones. And I feel like a kid probably takes 30 hours a week, 40, I don't know. In that same 40 hours a week for 20 years, I could probably help a lot of people. And if I think about it like that, that's where I have a hard time justifying.